Hey, Robbie Log with the Shippa, and today we're going to be taking a look at a quick start about Ketch. If you're unfamiliar with Ketch, Ketch is our open source project, aka the Kubernetes application delivery framework. There's a few pieces of documentation you can take a look at or follow along in this video. Here is our getting started guide, which is pretty simple to get you up and started. Also, our GitHub repository, always looking for people to make PRs and help contribute to Ketch. So to get started, go ahead and fire up your favorite terminal, and let's run through a few commands. In the background, I actually have an Amazon EKS cluster that I spun up with EKS-CTL. But the first piece is actually to install Cert Manager. So go ahead and run that command to install Cert Manager. We're going to let that run through. And Cert Manager is going through its installation process here. And with Cert Manager out of the way, we actually need to install an Ingress controller. I'll be installing Traffic using Helm. I actually have Traffic actually installed in my repository, so I'm just showing the commands to add Traffic's Helm repository. If you don't already have it, go ahead and update your repo here. And this last step, if you already have Traffic wired to your Helm repository, go ahead and install the chart. And this is going to be installing my EKS cluster, which doesn't come with Traffic by default. And we're going to let these steps run through. And it looks like Traffic was actually installed. And so let's go ahead and now wire the Ketch CLI to your local machine. To wire the Ketch CLI, we can just go ahead and download it and put it into our bash profile. It should be there. We can actually run a quick command to make sure that it's actually been run. Let's go ahead and run Ketch. Just about the installation. Cool, looks like it's there. The next step is actually to install the Ketch controller into your Kubernetes cluster. So let's go ahead and do that. It's going to run through the installation steps and deployment steps very quickly. Perfect. That looked like it's actually completed. Now the next step is, since we're going to be making a framework in Ketch, we're actually going to need to get the exposed load balancer address or the public IP for our Kubernetes cluster. We can do by running this particular command, EKS, and we should see that this is our external address here. So let's go ahead and just copy that down for now. And we're going to be wiring up our Ketch installation and our Ketch framework very quickly. So taking a look at the command to actually add our framework, we're going to be adding the dev framework here. And actually, this endpoint we just got from that Kubernetes kubectl command is right here by pasting that in. And also going to be letting Ketch know that our Ingress type is going to be Traffic. So let's go ahead and create that framework. Perfect. Now that's added. The last thing is we actually need to define an application that we need to deploy. Now there's a few options that we can have, but here we have a prepackaged application called Bulletin Board. And so let me go ahead and paste that command in. So we're going to be deploying and we're creating an application called Bulletin Board. We're binding that to the dev framework. And here's the address or the registry information that we need. This could be pretty much anything you need to deploy. Let's go ahead and deploy that. Perfect. Now the last step we need to do is actually get the address for it. So we can run a simple Ketch command called Ketch app list to see where the application has been deployed. And perfect. Here is our address right here. So we can actually go to that address and take a look at it. Go ahead and minimize that. Come here. And just like that, our bulletin board application is up and running. You can easily swap this image out with something like WordPress. You're taking a look at the example again. If you want to run through it a little more detail, you can take a look at the documentation here that has a little bit more background information. And always, we're looking for contributors. Would love to get your opinion. Join our office hours and join our Slack channel. And yeah, just love some collaboration. But until next time, cheers, Robbie.